What's up, guys, and welcome back to our special two-parter June monthly build. If you haven't yet had a chance to catch part one, well, it's pretty easy. You could just click on this little card right up here. If you did see part one a few days ago, let me just give you a quick refresher of what's gone down so far. So now that everybody's all caught up, we can proceed to phase two, which means talking overclocking, performance numbers, and our awesome Cooler Master desk setup. Now, one of the benefits of working with high-end components in your build is that this usually means cooling isn't a concern, and that was certainly the case here. From past experience, I know that the chip in this build right here can hit 5.15 gigahertz, but at a pretty high voltage. With both EPS cables plugged into the Z270 classified and the CPU cooler fans maxed out, I was actually able to hit 5.2 gigahertz, but at an uncomfortable 1.5 volts and temps in the low 90s at load. In order to better simulate an average use case, I dialed it back to 5 gigahertz at 1.35 volts, and this seems like a much happier place for everybody. The 7700K was sitting at a cool 62C at 100% load in the IDA64 stress test, with the cooler fan set at a reasonable and fairly quiet curve. The GPU, on the other hand, really didn't seem to want to spin at fans at all. At stock speeds, our 1080 sat between 48 and 52C during normal gaming load, and the fans don't even kick on until this card goes above that 50-degree threshold. During overclocking tests, I was able to get an extra 100 MHz on the core and 220 MHz on the memory before things started to go a little sideways with artifacting or just display driver crashes. And this produced load temperatures around 64 Celsius, perfectly acceptable for an air-cooled card. The GPU was locked in at a constant 2076 MHz even after a half hour of looping the Heaven benchmark. So how do these overclocks translate into performance? I ran 11 different tests that aimed to stress our entire system in one way or another. Here are the results. So now that we've talked about the parts, built the system, dialed in our overclocks, and tested performance, we're going to need a place to game. And thanks to Cooler Master hooking us up with the goods, we have exactly the thing you're looking for. Here is our black and red battle station.
No great desk setup is complete without a righteous monitor, and for this reason I wanted something that would pull double duty when paired with our beastly rig. Dell's ultra-sharp U3415W immediately demands your attention on any desk, and looks great with our black and red setup. It's a 3440 by 1440 curved 34-inch IPS display that's aimed more at productivity than gaming, but will suit our needs quite well here. It has sleek, thin bezels and a minimalistic stand that won't get in the way when we're populating the rest of our desk with accessories. Because we're going to be leaning on our headphones to do most of the audio heavy lifting, I only wanted a compact, functional speaker setup that matched the rest of our gear. These are the Edifier R12Us, a great little set of red USB speakers that fit right in. But when we're gaming, jamming out to our favorite boy band, or doing some audio or video work, we're going to need a little more firepower. This is the Cooler Master MasterPulse Pro 7.1 surround sound gaming headset. It features 3D printable and interchangeable ear cup side panels, which also sport RGB illuminated Cooler Master logos. For a more open-backed feel and wider soundstage, you can completely remove them and change your listening experience. The USB cable also has an inline sound card and controller box, allowing for volume, microphone, surround, and EQ changes on the fly without having to dive into the associated software. As with most gaming headsets, the microphone is only really adequate for ragging on your buddies when you go on a kill streak and shouldn't be used for voiceovers, but overall the audio reproduction is solid and these cans are definitely comfortable. Propping them up is the Creasy headphone stand. It's lightweight, sturdy, and black and red. What more do you need? Well, actually you'll probably need something to type on and also something to move your mouse around with, or else you might have a tough time winning that CSGO match. Cooler Master luckily supplied us with this Master Keys Pro keyboard and Master Mouse Pro mouse. The keyboard is the large version, but you can also buy small or medium depending on your key configuration needs. It's a no-frills design, but is extremely rigid with a fantastic typing experience due to sporting Cherry MX Reds. Also, yep, it's got RGB LEDs under the hood as well. The Master Mouse Pro also comes in small and large sizes, but squeezes in a light version as well. This Master Mouse Pro L features what Cooler Master refers to as idiot-proof software to customize the RGB zones and other features. A 12,000 dpi Avago optical sensor and Omron switches mean you'll always have the most precise actions on the battlefield, and the matte UV-coated finish ensure your sweaty palms always remain firmly planted. You can find the links to all of these products down below in the video description. Thanks for coming along with me on my first two-parter monthly build. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe got some inspiration from my black and red desk setup. Leave a comment below and let me know what your setup looks like, and toss a like on this video if you feel like it. As always guys, thanks for watching.